Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Another great video here for you. I met up with John from Craps, and he suggested me roll out this video. I said, John, what do you got for me? I said, I'm looking for something different that I probably haven't rolled out before. He said, why don't you roll out a tier pressure style system? I said, well, okay, what do you mean? He said, well, tier pressure is basically, and this is, I'm going to show you at two levels here. I'm going to show it simultaneously, so it could get a little messy. I'm going to try my best here. I'm not a good dealer. But I'm going to show you at a bigger level, and I'm going to show you at a smaller level the same thing. Same exact concept, but tier pressuring your level here. Now, for the lower piece of it, which is not as much of an investment as, of course, the bigger piece, we're going to go for 66 on the inside. 66 on the inside. And if you're not sure what that looks like, that's basically $15 on everything, and then it's $18 on the 6 and 8. Okay, 66 on the inside. Now, for a little bit higher investment, a little bit more money, we're going to go 330 on the inside. Again, the exact same concept. I've said it before, works on just basically the color chip change, right? So 330 inside, which is three greens and 3 reds, is the same thing as 66 inside with 3 reds and then 3 whites. All you're doing is just changing the denomination of the chip and the cost of that chip, essentially. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Here's the tier pressure system. He said you can do this in many ways that you want to. It's however you feel comfortable with. The first thing we're not going to do, we're not going to play pass line, not going to play don't pass, and we are going to get a point set before we make any bets, right? So make sure the point is 9, then we'll throw out our spread. Okay, so here's what we got. If any of these inside numbers hits, on the back side, which is the lower end, again, 66 inside will pay you $21. Any of these bets will pay you $21. He said, here's where you have options. He said you're either looking for a collect, press, which means in this case, I would collect 21, 21, and then I'd press, in this case, 22 pressure. Or you could do a collect, press, collect. Either way you want to do it, it doesn't matter how, but the goal is you're going to press the inside on one of the 3. Whether it's the first one, the second one, or the third one. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. Okay, here's what we're going to do. All right, so again, let's just say a 5 hits. 5 hits, that'll pay me $21, okay? It'll pay me 21 on the back side, and here it'll pay me 105 on the front side, okay? That's the first hit, if you want to call it, on the inside. The second hit, I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to go ahead and collect it. I'm going to collect 2 of them, okay? So that's another collect, and then here, that'll be another 105. That'll be another collect, okay? Now, what he's saying is, within one of those first 3 hits, you're going to press it. It's your tier pressure piece of it. So basically, you're taking your entire inside and you're going to level it up a little bit. So if you happen to get a 3rd hit on the inside, again, it's still going to pay you 21, but what we're going to do is now we're going to press it up all the way across here. And now, oh, not that one. And now you're looking at $88 on the inside. Okay, and let's look at this one here now. It'll pay me 105. Let's go ahead and I'm already ready for more reds. I am going to be doing a lot of chip changing here because I don't have enough chips to play 2 different hands here. But the front will pay me 105. I'm going to drop down $5 and basically do 110 inside pressure, or 110 pressure. Okay, so now basically the whole inside is black chip level. So $100, 120, and then the whole back row here is $20 and 24, 88 on the inside. Okay. Now, at this point in time, I actually made a suggestion. Here's what I said. I said, John, I said, to get 2 inside hits is hard. To get 3 inside hits is really hard. So I suggested, let's just go ahead and turn off our bets. Okay, turn off our bets. Because what's going to happen is, to get 4 hits on the inside is really, I wouldn't say impossible, because it definitely happens. But the odds are against you. So I suggested, let's turn our bet, to keep the puck on, let's turn our bets off. Let's wait for the new shooter, let him resolve. Now, you may not believe in the one shooter versus the next shooter, if they're going to hit a point, if they're going to hit a bet or number or not, that's okay. But the odds of one shooter, especially a random shooter, if you want to call it random shooter, hitting 4 inside numbers is really, really tough. So I suggested, let's just turn our bets off. Let's just go ahead and just let it resolve and let it be done. Because what's going to happen is once the puck goes off and they hit a 7 or hit a big red, they're going to get a new point. Let's just say, I don't know, I'll call them the 4. Okay, it's on the 4. Your very next hit, okay, it takes 4 hits to be able to get out of the hand, but what you've done is you've leveled up and you have a huge bet out here working for you. So let's start with the 88 here, okay? So 88, now again, any of these bets on the inside was 24 and 20 will pay you $28, okay? These will pay you 28. Now, if you look here, remember we started with $66. So what you have is 25, 50, 65, $66, right? Oh, 65, $66. So you have $8 back into your rack, and you have an $88 bet working for you, and you've still captured your 66 as which is your initial investment. Okay, let's look at the front piece of this, okay? So again, you started with 330 on the inside. Now, if you get one hit, that'll pay you now 140. Okay, now that $100 bet will pay you 140. And see what we have here is 25, 1, 2, that's 325, that's 330, which is your initial bet. You have $15 into your rack, that's profit, plus now you have $440 working for you. So now you're getting black chips every single time. We're gonna repeat this process. One hit, we can collect, we can press and then collect, or we can press, or then we can collect, press. Either way, I'm definitely suggesting stay away from after the third hit. Just turn your bets off. You know the next roll you're making black chips all day long. Okay, guys, I'm gonna roll this out. We're gonna see how we do, if we can make some money. And here we go, guys. Let's do some live rolls. Here we go. All right, here we go. So here's what we got. Now, I'm not a great dealer. I'm just a random guy that's playing some videos on YouTube. But on my front rack, which is our bigger investment, I have $2,500. So $2,500 on our front rack, and I have $1,000 on our smaller bankroll. Okay, so $2,500 on the front. This is a $1,000 chip, just so there's no confusion. I didn't have that many blacks to work with, so $1,000 chip. So we have 2,500 and we have 1,000. That's gonna be our initial bets. We are gonna get a point established. That is always our first thing we do. And here we go. Let's roll it out. Okay, it's gonna be a 6, the 4, 2, 6. Okay, so let's mark the point on the 6, and then let's go ahead and drop down the back set first, which is gonna be your $66 on the inside. And I'm gonna grab 10. I'll give you 4 back and change. All right, and go ahead and do our reds. So 66, again, that's $18 levels on the inside. And let's go ahead and set up our front, which is gonna be 330 on the inside, okay? And grab some reds. All right, there, and boom, check us out. We're ready to roll. All right, guys, we are all set in. Got 66 on the inside for the low brawler, and then 330 inside. Looking for 2 or 3 hits, then we're gonna turn our bets off. Okay, that's gonna be a hard 10, no help to me. Only looking for the inside bets. And there's another 10, 6-4 this time, Big Ben. And there's a Yo 11. We have not hit an inside number yet. That's all right, still looking for it. And there's an 8, 6-2, perfect. Okay, so what's gonna happen? Let's do this bet here first. Actually, let's pay it in order like you're supposed to, right? Front would be 105, so let's pay it 105. Rack is a little far away from my arms, so I'm gonna be reaching across a lot. 105. And then this bet's gonna pay me 21, okay? And I'm just gonna put it straight to the rack. All right, that's the first one. We're gonna collect it. All right, that's gonna be a 314, no help. And it's a 6, perfect. So it's a 6, it was a 4-2, okay? So what's gonna happen is that will pay me again another 105, right? 105. And then it's gonna pay me 21. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna go ahead and collect it, because the odds of hitting 3 is a lot and you're getting mostly out the hand. If I pressed it right now, I'm taking a chance of not getting that third hit. So that is a 6. Let's go ahead and turn the puck off. Okay, get another point. Okay, it's gonna be back on the 6. Okay, mark the point. Back on the 6. And there we go. All right, come on, shooter. Looking for one more hit. Here we go. That's aces, dots in both places. No help. And there's, how about that? We turn the dice upside down. That's gonna be the box cars. And there's another 6, beautiful. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. Remember, we did a collect. We're gonna tier pressure this next one, right? So it'll pay me 105. So here. I'm gonna drop down $5 out of my rack. And then on the back side, that'll pay me 21. Same exact thing, right? We're gonna press this up, drop down $1 out of my rack. This is a 22 inside pressure, if you wanna call it that. It's 110 inside pressure, and then it's 22 inside pressure, okay? Now, the puck is going to be off, and what I'm going to do here, let's go ahead and set these up. I'm not going to color these up yet. The dealers will typically color these up to black chips or whatever it is whenever they're ready to, but I'm not going to go to. But here's what's going to do. Our bets are going to be off, okay? Right now, our bets are going to be off. The puck is off, of course, but once the puck turns on, our bets are going to be off. We're not going to have our bets working until the new shooter comes out, okay? Here we go. Let's get another point. Okay, it's a 5-2-7. Wow, you know what? That's a good time to hit it. Unfortunately, I did say I'm not going to worry about turning my bets on, so let's go here. The puck is on. Our bets are off. We're just going to let the 7 resolve, okay? And then we're going to restart back out because knowing our next hit that we have here is going to be profit. That's the risk you're going to take. Can you get 4 inside hits? Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it helps you. In this case, it really helped us keeping our bets off because what just happened is a 7 hit. Our bets were off. And now guess what? We saved all of our money. The puck is going to turn off. Our money is safe, right? I'm glad I made that call, okay? Here we go. Okay, it's going to be on the 8. Now, what we can do is new shooter, new player here. The puck is on the 8. And we are ready to roll. Our bets are working. Let's go. Okay, it's going to be a Yo 11. No help to me. And that is a 5-1-6. Perfect. Okay. So what's going to happen is this one here. Now, that's a $120 bet. That will pay me $140. Okay. It'll pay me $140. Again, that's going to go straight to the rack. That is now, we are now 100% in profit. We got a $440 bet working for us, which is great. And then here, that's going to be 24. So that'll pay me 28, 25, 6, 7, 28. 28 is going to go back into the rack. Okay. Perfect. We're going to do 2 collects, and then we're going to press, tier press. Okay. That was that an 8? I can't remember if that was an 8. I think that was an 8, right? Oh, gosh, I lost what it was. Okay, I think it was, oh, gosh, what was it? 8? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm doing collecting here. I should have looked before I looked, and I didn't. I'm going to turn the puck off because I think it was an 8, right? Okay, it's going to be the 5. Oh, gosh, I don't remember what it is now. See, that's why I'm not a good dealer. That's why I'm just a YouTuber and not a professional dealer, okay? So the puck is going to be on the 5, and we got a new point. Here we go. That is going to be the 6-3. Gosh, I'm terrible at this. That's going to be the 9, the 6-3-9. So that's going to pay me 140. What I am going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and go at 150, and I'm going to pull back 10. So 150 for 10. This is the exact same payment. You're just making a little change there with the dealer, and then the front. Let's go and set it over there, and then the front's going to pay me 20. It'll pay me 28. So 25, 67, 28. I can also make change for that one as well, doing it 30 for 2. It's just whatever you feel easier. That is our second hit. That means our next hit, we're going to tier press, okay? That's going to be a 3-1-4, no help. And there's a 6. Beautiful. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Now, you've got the money rolling here. Now you're starting to make more money. It'll pay you 140. So I'm going to do it as 125, 35, 40, okay? Again, I'm going to do a 110 inside pressure. 110 inside pressure. The rest of this is coming back to the rack. Okay, I'm cleaning those up in a second. And here's good. It's going to pay you 28. That's 25, 26, 7, 28. So here, I'm going to press these up. And I'm actually going to make everything look like it's supposed to because it's going to get a little bit messy. Okay, so this can come back to the rack. So what I may do is I may just pause the video. This is going to go down to 125, and this will go to $30 bets. So I'm going to make it look like it's supposed to. That way I don't bore you here a little bit, okay? Here we go. All right, guys, I've cleaned it back up. So here we are. Again, that was a 6. The puck is still on the 5. I've already paid it out. Now, remember, that was a 3rd hit. So what we're going to do, naturally, we're going to turn off our bets. We're going to let these bets resolve, let the 7 resolve, and here we go. If I did mess up, that would have been nice, but that's okay. This is the risk that you're going to take. You're going to hope that you don't have a long roll, that you don't have that FOMO, right? I don't remember if I did hit that 8 or not, or had the point of 8. I do apologize if I did. The puck is going to be off. That's just me not paying attention while I'm trying to deal here. Okay, it's going to be a Yo 11. The puck is off. Our bets are still off, of course. That's going to be on the 6. So, yes, you could be making money during this roll, but think of how many inside numbers that doesn't get hit. That is now a 5-2-7. Again, second time, our bets are safe. Perfect, right? The bets are safe. Let's turn the puck off, move it over here. Now, let's get another point of set. And that is going to be the 4-3-7 again. come out winner. And that's going to be the 8, 6, 2. Okay, perfect. So let's move this back just a little bit. Let's mark the point on the 8. And we are ready to roll. Here is our tier pressure. This is technically shooter number 3, and we still have our initial bet out there. Now let's recap what we at. I'm at 125, 150, 150, and 125, okay? On the inside, on the back side here, I'm at 110 on the inside. Remember, I started with 330, right, at $75 chips on each, and now I started here on 66 inside. So I've already raised my bets up twice, and that's going to be a 314, looking for 2 more collects, okay? And they're just 617. You know what? It had to come at some point in time. We didn't get another collect. So let's turn the puck off, okay? Turn this off. We will lose everything here. And you know what? Because this is such a messy video, I'm going to only do this for one more shooter. It may not give you the whole idea of you know, how it does up and down, but at least it'll kind of get an idea of what the tier pressure looks like. So this will technically be the last shooter. It's only 2 shooters. But again, the idea is to give you the concept of what you can do when you're playing these out, right? We are going to drop down our 66 on the inside. Let's go ahead and set that up now. So 66 on the inside, and 1 extra there. I do have the whites this time, so I can just pull my whites down. Boom, just like that. And then we're going to drop down 330 here. So I'm just going to grab 325, 330. I'm going to set it up here. It's the easiest way to do it sometimes. Just give them the black chips. And they can just make the change here as they do it. So again, the 330 is going to be $75 on the inside, and of course, technically, it's $90 on the 6 and 8. Boom, boom. Let's make sure we got 1 more red chip there. Ready to roll. Again, not a really good dealer here, especially dealing with several of them. I do have a huge respect for them. Make sure you tip them as you go, because it is a lot of work. Okay. Here we go, guys. We're looking for 3 hits. That's going to be the 1, 2, 3. 2 inside hits to be able to collect, and then we're going to press it. Okay, 6-2, perfect. So that first bet would pay me 105. Okay, 105 is going to go back into our rack. This bet's going to pay me 21. Again, back into my rack. Pretty easy there, right? That is a 6. Let's turn our puck off. Okay, it's going to be a yo 11. No help. And there's a 527. Again, no help. That helps me out actually a little bit, because now my bets are off because the puck is off. And there's an 8, 5-3. Okay. So let's mark the point on the 8. And that is a 6 to 4-2. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. Pay me 105. Again, this goes back into the rack. Just like that. This could pay me 21. Okay. Let's go back into the rack. That's our second hit, right? Second hit, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the next one, we're going to press it. So hopefully we get a 3rd hit. If we can, and we do this time, that is going to be the 325. Again, that will pay me 21. But in this case, what I'm going to do is it's not good. Let's do the front first. That will pay me 105. So it's going to press these up first, right? And grab $5 here. So now that's a 110 inside pressure. And then the back is going to be a 21. Pay me 21, but it'll be a 22 inside pressure. Okay, here and here, and just like that. Okay, now our puck is still on. We're going to turn our bets off. Remember, turn our bets off. Let's let it resolve. Okay, it's going to be a yo 11, no help. And that is the 527, a good resolve, right? We did not get paid again, which makes you feel a little better, right? Here we go. Let's get a new point. Okay, it's going to be the 9, 6-3. Mark the point on 9. Come on, shooter. That's an 8. Beautiful. Okay. That's going to pay me now. That'll pay me 140. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do 150 for 10, just because it's easier on the end. And then now that'll pay me 28. So I can do this. I can do 30 for 2. Same exact concept, right? Pays me 28. I'm just going to do 30 for 2. All right, here we go. First hit. That's going to be a 1, 2, 3, no help. There's another 9. Beautiful. That is the point. Okay. That will pay me, again, another 150 for 10. Okay. Now, my next hit, I'm going to press everything up. Put that into the rack. And that'll pay me 30 for 2. And boom. Let's turn the puck off. Now, our next one, we're going to level it up. That's going to be a 4, 2, 6. So let's mark it on the 6. Okay. And there's a 5. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it 100, 150. Now I got, in this case, we're actually going to press it up, right? So let's do it normal. 125, 135, 140. Okay. So I need those to be 4 green chips, and actually, yeah, I need to be 4 green chips because I got to press it up. Let's pull that black chip back. So we're going to go here, 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 here. Put the $25 back into the rack there. And now I'm going to exchange. I need the green chips anyways. I'm going to do one more exchange just because it's easier on me. These are all going to be black chips. Let's pull all these back. Again, try to make it a little bit cleaner. Pull these back. So it'll be 125 on the front. And now let's do the back side here, right? It'll pay me 30 for 2, so that's 25, 30. So it's going to go here, 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 here. I'm going to pull these back. I am going to take the $2 out because I need that, but I also actually need the red, green, whites anyway. So let's exchange that back here and here. Now remember, the whole back side is technically 110 now. So I'm just going to make it look like 110. So what I'll do is I'm going to take these, pull them all to the side, be a little bit faster. Pull these to the side. It's kind of what they do for the pit boss anyways, right? And then they'll set up 110 on the inside, on the back side. Just like that. Ready to roll. Boom. Our bets are off, remember? Bets are off, okay? All right, that's going to be a 10 because we've already just tier pressured it. And that is going to be a 6. Again, doesn't help me. The puck is off. Now it's going to be on the 4. The puck is going to be on the 4. Again, our bets are off. That's a 9. Yes, a lot of numbers here rolling. You're feeling the FOMO. That dice off the table, technically. I got to get off the corner here. There we go. And there's a 6, 5-1. Does it help me? There's another 6, 5-1. And there is your 4, 3, 7. So everything here is going to come back. Let's pull these bets back. Dang it. That's okay. That's all right. I think we got it at the hand. We made a little bit of money here, which is always nice. Let's check it out and see how we did. That is a 4, 3, 7. Just kind of showed a little camera there what it looks like. 4, 3. Okay, let's pull this back. Puck's going to be off. Let's count it up and see how we did. Remember, we started with $2,500 and $1,000, right? So let's do the $1,000 first. 500, 6, 7, 7, 8, 950. 975. That is $1,000. So 1,000. We didn't make a lot of money, but we made something, right? We ended up making $24. Wow, what a color up, right? Hey, I tell you what, anytime you're making money at the casino, making a color up is really, really nice, right? So I wouldn't expect the 2,500 to be much different because it is the same exact process. I made $24 on a little bit lower bankroll. Let's check this one to see how we did. But I guess they are bigger bets, bigger money, right? So that's going to be 1,000, 15, that's 2,000, 2,500. All right, so that is our initial starting bankroll. So a little bit here. So 100, 2, 3, 25, 325, 350, 370, 360, $365. So again, a lot more money. Again, more money because you got a little bit bigger bets. That means the odds are working better for you. So it is more money when you're playing higher bets like that and making money. Okay, guys, great system, John. I love it. This is the tier pressure. Let me know in the comments, do you like this system? Do you like me turning off the bets, or do you like just to let it roll out? Let us know in the comment section, do you like that option or not? That was just a twist that I made to it. You don't have to do that, of course, but it's definitely an option. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the content. Until next time, mark the point and stay awesome.